There have been 388 illegal aliens on the terrorist watch list caught crossing between ports of entry.
Most of us watching can rightfully agree that the border crisis in America is one of, if not the most important topic in the world of politics to this day. And it's not really hard to see why. I mean, we've shown these statistics before, where in 2022 and 2023 combined, nearly 5 million illegal immigrants crossed over the border. Or at least this is how many encounters there were. Looking at these stats and seeing the number in 2024 climb even higher is already more than bad enough, but oh my freaking goodness, is it so much worse than this. And if I'm being honest here, I don't think anyone presents these facts any better than Marjorie Taylor Greene during this conference taking place on September 19th. We're going to show you a few snippets of what she had to say about even more statistics on this regard and how the Biden administration is hiding these facts from the people. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe, share this with your friends, click on that thumbs up button and notification bell to make this go as viral as possible. The people in America and all over the world need to see this. So let's start off with these statistics that the DNC refuses to tell the people, presented by Marjorie Taylor Greene herself.
Currently, as it stands right now, the Biden administration does not make known the number of special interest aliens on the Department of Homeland Security website. This is a very concerning figure and statistic that they are hiding from the American people. There have been at least 73,000 special interest aliens arrested at our border. That's a number we know because it was leaked to the media. The number is likely far higher now, but we don't know that information because it does not exist and it is not provided to the American people who, by the way, fund the Department of Homeland Security through their taxes. This comes along with the statistic that we've been provided that there have been 388 illegal aliens on the terrorist watch list caught crossing between ports of entry since fiscal year 2021. This compares to only 14 that were caught between fiscal year 2017 and 2020 under the Trump administration.
You know what's the terrifying thing about that number, 73,000? It's not the fact that this pertains to the number of special interest aliens that have crossed over the border. It's the fact that this is the bare minimum that have crossed over the border in the past 4 years. What that means is that there could be any number between 73,000 and, say, a million special interest aliens in the US right now. Don't you think that's a little terrifying? That's not even to mention the near 400 people who have crossed over the border who are known for being on the terrorist watch list. Y'all can say what you want about Donald Trump, but these numbers never happened when he was president. Our borders were so much more secure than this. And what makes this even worse is, like she said, the Biden administration is hiding these numbers from the people, and the only reason they even got a hold of those statistics is because it was leaked to mainstream media. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like she said, you can't even go to the Department of Homeland Security website to see these statistics for yourself. And to make it yet even worse, there are people like Alex Nowrasteh? I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, who think this is a good idea.
However, I was quite concerned, Mr. Nowrasteh, to hear you talk about over 3,000 Americans that have been murdered in the past decades, and you called that a small and manageable statistic. I would argue that every single one of those lives should never have been killed. Now, the cartels are making over $13 billion a year with their jobs coming into our country, selling drugs, making money off of human trafficking. Would you argue that those jobs are important in our economy, cartel jobs?
No, and I think the federal government should stop subsidizing them and they should stop subsidizing them by radically expanding legal immigration so you can kill those cartels in the same way that Congress killed the mafia when it ended prohibition.
So you're advocating for wide open borders so that cartels can come in and sell drugs into our country.
I think I'd be very hard-pressed to say it any better than Marjorie Taylor Greene here, but allow me to add on to what this guy was saying. So he claims that drugs in America should be legalized because when we got rid of prohibition, good things actually happened. But you see, there are a few reasons to why prohibition was actually a bad idea compared to making actually legal narcotics, illegal. For starters, alcohol has been around for thousands of years. And 2, alcohol is not lethal. At least not nearly to the same extent as illegal narcotics. Things like methamphetamine, etc. So nothing of what he says is a good reason to open the border or make drugs legal. We need to secure our border ASAP, and I sincerely hope that's exactly what happens when Trump is elected. Obviously, that's one of his goals, and he's well known for trying to keep his promises. But at least those are our thoughts about this, and we want to know what you think in the comments down below. Make sure to subscribe, hit that thumbs up button and notification bell if you enjoyed my commentary and education. Stay tuned for more content like this, and always remember, CSO family, to observe from a common sense perspective.